Willie D Live.
What's up, family? I got things to do and I'm tired, but I would be remiss if I were to go to sleep, let this day pass without paying homage to one of the most important music executives that the game has seen. Phil Robinson. He was an executive for Bad Boy. He really made his mark during the late 90s and early 2000s, helping a number of artists shape their careers, including Notorious B.I.G. He helped Faith Evans, 112, Mary J., and many, many, many more. Phil was one of those dudes that was behind the scenes. He was beloved by the artists. You know, a lot of times the artists have issues, and there's a person that they can go to at the label, if they're lucky, that will listen to them and who really care about them, right? Phil was that dude for Bad Boy. This dude here was something special. And, you know, unfortunately, he lost his battle to cancer today, according to his family. Big loss. I know most of you probably never even heard of him, but let me tell you something. Y'all know how it go. I bet you can relate to this. People who work behind the scenes that makes things pop. You'll see the people out in the front who are the spokesperson, right? Or who are the, the CEO, the president, the face of the company, right? But then behind the scenes is the people that's actually getting the work done on a daily basis. Go to sleep, wake up, grinding, getting it. Phil was that dude. I've always made it a point to go out of my way to make the people behind the scenes feel special. I was notorious for doing that with new talent at radio stations. I would go to a radio station, I see an intern, and I just strike a conversation. And they would be like really surprised that I would take the time out to talk to them, because they would say most artists would come in and they would just walk past them like they wasn't even there, didn't care about what they thought, how their day went, or nothing like that. And I would go out of my way to, check on them and ask them how they're doing and things like that. Sometimes even sit and have dinner with them. Sometimes I would order food or something, and they always appreciated that. I've had so many people that came up to me over the years that said, man, I remember when I worked at 97.9 The Box, I was an intern, and you told me how to become a music executive. And I became this music executive. Or I remember specifically this guy told me, who used to work at the Box, said, I told him how to become a music director, and he became the music director, and he always wanted to pay me back for that. And I was just saying, man, just pay it forward, you dig? But dude was really impressed with the fact that I took the time to talk to him and ask him how his day was. And I remember buying him a soda and some chips at the vending machine. And it stuck with him. I speak to those people behind the scenes. I care about the people behind the scenes, because without them, I can't do what I do. Without the radio people, without the street promoters, without the people who work at the video stations back in the day, or the television stations that played music videos, without the people who do the scalping, the promoting, all of that stuff, the ticket sales, the people who work at the venues, the stage managers, the program directors, the production assistants, the production directors, all of those people, the security people, all of those people. And now you got the internet. So it's the people that work for Apple, the people who work for YouTube, who are behind the scenes, who are faceless pretty much, that I have actually the most enjoyment talking to, because they have more knowledge oftentimes than the people that with the big name. They have They have the real knowledge, right? So I like having those type of conversations with people like that, you know. No expectations, no pretension. It's all 100% authentic. So salute to all of the people who work behind the scenes, who especially work in those thankless positions, those people that without them being able to push those buttons, put this in the mail, move this equipment, turn that machine on, make that phone call, ain't nothing popping. So salute. And salute to Phil Robinson. The music industry has taken another huge blow. R.I.P. Phil Robinson. No more talk.